Alright, welcome to my day 100 progression guide. So for today, we did not get a level increase. I'm thinking it's going to be every 9 days, which kind of lines up. So November 22nd, we should be getting level 80. Starting out, you want to go to your artificial island. Then you want to go back to build, and then you want to hit claim because you can only hold these resources for 24 hours. On top of that, the week is starting to end, so make sure you go through your island and clear all of your enemies. And of course, we have the exchange store. You want to make sure you buy your weekly items. So the first thing you want to do is Mia's Kitchen. Try not to forget like I did, and knock out your 4 bounties for the day. And I'm going to go with the Sparrow. Next, we got Vitality, starting with joint operations. So for today, we got access to boots. So this is pretty good to do, especially if you need some boots. But if you got a good pair of boots, then you can always do Sadness Valley if you have a fire or ice team. But besides that, we have Interstellar Exploration, and you want to check Vera as well as the Sparrow, and you want to see if you have any level 3 Stargates. And how you can tell is if this weapon battery category has a number 3, and if it has a number 2, it's a level 2 Stargate. But if you don't have any level 3s or level 2s, you can always do Dimensional Trials. And if you need money, you could always do Space-Time Domains. But again, it may not be bad to go ahead and try to get max Omnium Beacons when you need to push towards that level 80. Then we have our optionals, and that's giving gifts to your 1.0 characters. And how you do that is by going to the black market, Cetus Island, and doing the claw machine, and knocking out your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is doing your 6 fun zones and knocking out your 6 Greyspace fishers. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. So we got a new event, Childlike Innocence. And basically how most of the other events work, you get an increase of maximum points you can get today, and it increases 400 points a day. So since I didn't do it last night, I can now get 800 points. So let's talk about how you can get these bubble points. Now there's things that you're easily going to knock out every day, and that's doing your bounty missions. There's a couple things you can do, like if you've been slacking on some of your things, like doing world boss chests, void rifts, and frontier clash, and even a couple raids. The best way I feel to get bubble points is to do frontier clash normal, because every frontier clash normal you clear, you get 75 bubble points. So I recommend that you try to reach max support points doing Frontier Clash Normal, so that way you're not on the last day having to run a lot of Frontier Clash Normals to get those bubble points. And here are the rewards that we can get in the store. Clearly we have Red Nucleus, you want to pick up that Joint Supply Chip, and you want to try to get these SR Relic Box. Also having some Greyspace Scriptures can be pretty good if you need to go and clear out more things in the Greyspace. And then we have like cosmetics that are nice to get, like the glasses, voice pack, and might as well just go ahead and pick up the Elemental Ore Box. You never know, we might need those. And Lin is confirmed to be coming out November 22nd. So most of the things that I predicted so far are coming true. So I hope that my banner prediction is wrong and we're not going to get a new banner every 2 weeks. But there was one more question I did have on my mind, that was server transfers. I discussed this in more detail on the video I released this morning, so feel free to check that out. But at the very least, we know Lin is coming out on the 22nd, so let me know what you guys think about this announcement. Are you happy? Are you mad that this is happening? On top of that, there is a survey in the Tower of Fantasy Discord to where you can discuss how you feel about the game. So I'll leave a link in the description so that way you can access the survey. But if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way they can spread more on YouTube. Then we got the weekly tab. You want to make sure you do enough things down here so that way you can get everything up top, which brings us to our challenges. Now, if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to save your Mia's Kitchen so that way you can power yourself up, starting with the Bygone Phantasm. Now, again, I recommend that you take a look at the weapon bonus. If you have a good weapon bonus, you might want to go ahead and hit this sneak to next level to where you can jump up 11 levels, and if you're able to beat that floor, that can really help your score. But after that, I recommend that you do the sequential phantasm, but you could wait until you're able to reach level 78, so that way you're a little bit more powerful. But this will be the big determining factor that's really going to determine your rank. And so far it looks like 380 is the floor to at least be at, so I'd have some work ahead of me. Frontier Clash, we got another attempt today, so you can go ahead and knock that out, or you can just wait till Saturday and knock out all of your attempts. Void Rift, if this is a first time boss for you want to go ahead and knock that out. Wormhole, today is the last day to complete this, so if you're strong enough, you want to make sure you do that so that way you can get that energy crystal dust. And the raids, if you have not done them yet, you want to make sure you do all 3 of these on heroic mode. And then we have Apex League. If you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. Then we got our daily buys, so you want to go to shop, pots, then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now this is only if you can afford it, which brings us to the Commissary, starting with the crystal dust store. So I recommend you buy your advanced modules, your booster modules, and your Vera special gift. gift. Then when it comes to Potanomium crystals, you can go ahead and pass unless you're getting close to that 8.1 suppressor. You might want to start getting these, but with Expiration and killing the bosses in Greyspace, you get enough to at least get up to an 8.3 suppressor. Space-time store. Now I recommend that you only spend your golden crystal fragments on combat engines and you save your purple crystal fragments for 2.1. Cruise store. Now the only thing I recommend is that you spend your points on relic shards, and the relics that I recommend are Space-time Rift, unless you have a level 3, or Omnium Shield. Support store. You want to make sure you buy your 3 joint supply chips for the week, and if you can, try to get the proof of purchase in the gold nucleus using return support points. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. Point store. Now the only thing I recommend that you spend your points on are spare special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or Cetus Island again. But if you need to level up your matrices or weapons, you could always buy matrix data packs or weapon batteries. But besides that, we are approaching 2.1 next week, so I still recommend that you want to try to go ahead and clear out Vera if you have time. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I did want to make a quick announcement. I am thinking about changing the name so that way I'm not just like at day 156, so I'm still going to roughly have the same format, but just a different name. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know down in the comments, or if you would like something to be added to these day guides, let me know as well. But other than that, talk to you guys later.